Well, the fans are going bananas as Jon Jones returns to the octagon. We'll see how he approaches this particular challenge. He has a massive reach advantage as usual. It's one thing to have length and size. It's another thing to use it effectively. Perhaps no one does so as well as the former UFC champion, Jon Jones.
Oh, he's out cold.
And just like that, the fight is over.
Beautiful knockout here early in the first.
Well, Joe, we've talked a lot about his technique and how technical a striker he is, and that was really the shot heard around the world to get the finish here in the first round. Again, maybe he caught the guy cold a little bit. He didn't have a chance to. Bruce Buffer has the official.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Round one. So the former UFC light heavyweight champion Jon Jones immediately taking the center of the octagon here when you...
Whoa! This fight is dangerously close to being stopped.
Oh, straight right.
Oh!
Back and forth we go. Oh! The jab followed by the right hand.
Vicious combinations.
How about that shin?
Uh-oh.
Big left.
Oh!
Big body shot. And really starting to make these shots count. Got his head snapped back there, Joe. The straight punch lands flush to the head. And again, he's just not doing things defensively that you want to see. Move that upper body. Get that head off of the center line. Right now, he's just leaning right into his opponent's range. Under 3 minutes now to go in round one. Whoa!
Oh! Beautiful right hook. That's it.
That's it.
Landed a hard kick for the knockout.
Indeed, Joe, that was a tremendous kick to end the fight tonight. Caught the opponent flush with full force and extension. And frankly, there was no chance after that. The fight was over as soon as that one made contact. Certainly one for the highlight reel here. Here now, Bruce Buffer with the official. Our tale of the...
You ready to fight? Ready.
Here we go. Ready to go for round one, and you better be mindful of the little non-power in the early going. He has chewed up and spit out a lot of guys in round one in the UFC. Louise Kane, Tito Ortiz, Patrick Cummins, all of these guys have fallen victim to little nog in round one. We'll see if he can add to that total here tonight.
They're going after it quick here.
I mean, the hand speed, just absurd. Joe, what are you looking for out of him here in the early going?
Jon Jones' knee strikes could play a big factor in this fight tonight. It's one of his very best weapons. Hunt him down. Both fighters a little bit hesitant to engage, feeling each other out.
Nogueira gets tagged by the kick there. He couldn't have liked that too much, Joe.
Nasty leg kick lands. He's picking him apart. Hard straight punch. Tries some serious power in that kick, but misses.
Well, he's playing with fire here, Joe. He continues to be vulnerable to that jab by almost leaning into it right into his opponent's range. Got to find a way to move those feet and ultimately get that head off of the center line. Back and forth we go. Throwing that jab, no good. Stung him with the left there, Joe.
Misses a huge hook to the head.
Nogueira's face is not pretty now, Joe. Hopefully his mother isn't watching. That cut on his cheek is getting worse with every strike landed by his opponent.
Tags him. Nice leg kick by Jon.
So 3 minutes have flown off the fight clock there.
And a left hand behind it.
with a series of strikes.
Doing an excellent job blocking.
That one appeared to stun him. Oh.
That's it. He's out. He's out.
Do it.
Wow. Nasty ground and pound KO.
Love me some ground and pound, Joe, as he gets his opponent out of there and finishes the fight. He was not stalling whatsoever. Big shots from top position. It's one thing when you're trying to score. It's another. We get the official decision.
I stay true to the statements. We should go wild and enjoy the acquaintance. Wanna give you the keys to the cars that I don't have when I built you a for. Take any charge that they give you in court. Do anything just to feel the law. Jesus, they charge. She got a bump that defines all laws. I can reach within 18 yards. Type of candy that don't dissolve. Jesus, they charge. All her contacts filled with stars. I'ma take her to this club, but she got danger to us all. Danger, we going out. Body or two right now. Danger, we going out. Me and you gonna make this spot shut down.
See you with a tender spender. Tell me what you want with a bot. Looking like a sip of a lot of mama, keep it like I hit it up. I'm lava. Danger, the hips of a stranger. See you through your gonna make you rearrange. Put you on it, then and you about to pay for this behavior.
It is a women's bantamweight matchup between Amanda Nunes and Ronda Rousey. As mainstream a superstar as the Octagon has ever seen, here is the former UFC Women's Bantamweight Champion, Rowdy Ronda Rousey. Got into mixed martial arts after a judo background that saw her realize a bronze medal at the Olympics. 9 career wins by armbar, 3 by knockout or TKO. There are few scarier women on the planet than Rowdy Ronda Rousey.
Ronda Rousey was a bronze medalist in the Olympics in judo and has one of the best arm bars in the history of combat sports.
All right, so here is the undisputed UFC Women's Bantamweight Champion, Amanda Nunes. Some would argue she has already surpassed Ronda Rousey as the best, most well-rounded fighter this division has ever seen. Perhaps there's a super fight down the line with Chris Cyborg, but the focus for Amanda Nunes tonight is to put forth another solid defense of her bantamweight belt.
This girl is one of the very best defensive fighters in the sport. She is so good at blocking strikes and so difficult to hit cleanly in a vulnerable area. Her blocking technique is something that all young fighters should watch and try to emulate.
All right, just about ready for live action. Here is tonight's tale of the tape. Well, at least on paper, what an even matchup. Everything between these two fighters is nearly identical. All right, now for the official introductions, we go inside the Octagon to Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. And when the action begins, our referee in charge of the Octagon, Dan Bergliata. And now, this is the moment UFC fans around the world have been waiting for. Live from the Honda Center in Anaheim, California. It's time! 5 rounds in the UFC woman is a judo fighter, holding a professional record of 12 wins, no losses. She stands 5 feet 7 inches tall, weighing in at 135 pounds. Fighting out of Venice Beach, California, presenting the former UFC Women's Bantamweight Champion of the World, introducing her opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This woman is a mixed martial artist holding a professional record of 17 wins, 4 losses. She stands 5 feet 8 inches tall, weighing in at 135 pounds. Fighting out of Miami, Florida, Amanda the Lioness Nunes.
All right, commit to the rules in the locker room. I want you to obey my commands at all times, protect yourself at all times. I want a nice, clean, safe fight. Touch gloves, back your corners.
This is a fight that we have been looking forward to for a long time and is about to take place right now. I'm very excited.
You ready? You ready?
First round underway. Well, you can hear from her fans as Ronda Rousey makes her return here tonight. 9 career wins by submission. 8 of her 12 pro wins have ended in round 1 via submission due to the armbar. We'll see how Rousey approaches this one early.
Missed that shot. Oh! This could be it right here.
Back to the feet. Just unable to quite find that range. Well, Rousey's strike attempt there is blocked.
Good punch.
Oh, beautiful combination. Very efficient with her strikes tonight. Now mixing one into the body. Try to establish that jab.
Big shot to the head. She's hurt. She is stunned. That's it.
Do you believe it?
Wow. Wow. Flawless performance by Amanda Nunes. Stunning, devastating victory by Nunes. And here's the end of the fight. Let's take a look at that again. Look at this. Boom!
Well, that's a knockout they'll be talking about for quite some time. What a moment for this fighter here tonight. We send it inside the octagon. Bruce Buffer has your official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Dan Mergliotta has called a stop to this contest at 1 minute, 56 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by knockout, Amanda the Lioness Nunes.
And still UFC Women's Bantamweight Champion. There she is, the Lioness, Amanda Nunes. Big celebration is on there from the American Top Team faithful, and why not? Nunes had an arduous training camp leading up to this title defense, but when the lights shine bright, she has a knack for coming through, and it was a championship effort tonight that results in that belt staying in Coconut Creek, Florida.